Hello and happy finally Friday from Radically Rational and radicallyrational.com. Okay, so BB and I are going home and away today. I got the away jersey on. BB's wearing the home one. She'll just give you a little look there, right? She's also got the gray pants. And as we all know, you can never go wrong wearing gray pants. Okay, we've all heard the expression, timing is everything. Somebody needs to tell that to Ron DeSantis. Man, he's sure sticking it to Disney, isn't he? And he's going to announce to the world next week that he's running for president of the United States at the same time that the entire Milky Way is laughing at him for getting his jock foxed by Mickey Mouse. And at this rate, Florida's leading industry in about 6 months is going to be frozen French fries. So DeSantis reportedly is telling key GOP donors that Trump can't win. And here's the thing, for a change, he's right. But what he's not telling the donors is that he can't win either. Republicans have a real problem. It's called the general election. And here's the thing, if they had a large enough IQ not to nominate either Trump or DeSantis and somebody not named Trump or DeSantis, the truth is they'd have an excellent chance of retaking the White House. But they're not smart enough to realize that, and I'm not gonna tell them. Here's the flip side. No denying it, Biden gets more and more frail by the day. It's obvious, it's visible, it's audible. I always say that you ain't geezing till you wheezing. He's wheezing. And no, I don't think having an 86-year-old president is a particularly good idea, and that's a problem for the Dems because they have no bench whatsoever. And Feinstein, you got to go. And I mean now. There is no question about this. You need to go for your own good and for ours. And the truth is, we now know you lied to us about your health. And that's not cool either. All right, we're going to do some sports. Lest you doubt the cultural and psychological impact that sports can have on a community, take a look at San Antonio and its attitude on Friday morning as opposed to last Tuesday morning. It's like this entire city is on laughing gas, nitrous oxide. And it's fun and it's funny, and I'm going to use a word I never use. It's really kind of cute. They, whoever they are, always say that an NBA playoff series doesn't really start until the home team loses. So by that standard, the Lakers and the Nuggets haven't even got started yet. But from where I'm standing, it looks to me like LA is about to get dusted. This is a real source of relief for me. I was worried for a while, but the group headed by Josh Harris that wants to purchase the NFL's Washington Commanders for $6.05 billion, well, that group includes 12 other investors. So if you're wondering what the holdup is on approving the deal, it's that the NFL has to vet the other dozen people, but it's all cool. It'll happen. Dan Snyder is still toast. Are we going to have another frost delay at the PGA today in round 2? They had a 2-hour frost delay yesterday, which I think was somewhere in mid-May, right? So Bryson DeChambeau, I think that was him. I hadn't seen him in a while. So there he is, even though he's gone over to the murderous Saudi side. He plays well yesterday. He shot a 4 under par 66, so he's right there. At least I think that was Bryson DeChambeau. I mean, he's lost about, 300 pounds in a week and a half. And he says the reason is that he's cut his daily caloric intake from 5,000 to 2,900. I bet that would make a difference in your appearance. I like athletes that are not afraid to get dirty. I especially like golfers that are not afraid to get dirty. Did you see that yesterday? Tom Kim, the golfer, wading through a mud hole looking for his ball, unsuccessfully as it turned out, but he is a gamer. All right, 4 overtimes 6 hours? Hockey players are studs. They're crazy, but they're studs. Isn't hockey hard enough to begin with when you don't even have to play all night? It appears that the Bay Area has locked up Super Bowl 60 in 2026. That's fine with me. It's a great venue. I love Levi Stadium. It's absolutely great. So if you go, be sure to wear some flowers in your hair. We'll find out for sure at the NFL owners meeting next week in Minneapolis. All right, I'm trying to figure out what the Steelers are doing with their quarterback room. Kenny Pickett is the starter, period. But we talked about yesterday, they are keeping Mason Rudolph as a backup quarterback, and now they announced they're going to keep Mitchell, don't call me Mitch Trubisky, as well. I don't really understand what's going on there. Okay, here goes. I have not been avoiding this topic. I just haven't addressed it yet. So today we're going to fix that. Let me say that the LGBTQ community has my full support in terms of human rights. I think the hatred and the discrimination that is directed at that segment of our community is disgraceful and inexcusable. Now, we make an error if we try to frame this entire question in terms of athletic competition, because there are a lot more things that are a lot more important involved here. But we got to say this because we're radically rational. It is unquestionably true that birth male transgenders have an enormous athletic advantage over girls and women in many sports. That's not an opinion, that's not political, that is biology, that is physiology, that is a fact. So, am I suggesting that members of this community should not have an opportunity to participate in athletic competition? Of course not. But we need to make the commitment to give them an opportunity to compete against and among themselves. See how easy that was? That's why we can rightfully claim to being radically rational.